What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Mega Construx Heroes Wave 4. Mega Construx, thank you for not canceling these figures, because I actually had these on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store, and about a month ago, just before they're supposed to be released, I get an email saying my order has been canceled because these figures have been discontinued by the manufacturer. I did reach out to Mega Construx. I did not get any answer back, but then I guess a couple of weeks ago or a week ago or something, they started sending out review samples to reviewers, not me, unfortunately. That's fine. But yeah, so I actually did find these figures at my local Walmart, which was really lucky, and I'm very pleased to have them. So there. Anyway, and I guess they are continuing. I guess the next wave is going to have like Fox Mulder from X-Files and all kinds of craziness, so I'm really excited about that too. But in the meantime, let's check out what we have in this wave. We've got Ezio from Assassin's Creed, Kratos from God of War, Man-at-Arms from Masters of the Universe, Evelyn from Masters of the Universe, Terminator the T-800 from Terminator Genesis, and Hellboy from Hellboy. Now, this is the comic version Hellboy. It's not either anybody. It's not any actor. It's just Hellboy. You can see it's very, very cartoony, very comic book-esque. So, pretty cool. In any case, there's not much else to say about these guys other than I'll let you guys check out the barcode so you can kind of get an idea and hopefully find these in your area. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get these guys out of the packaging, and then we can check them out in hand, in person, up close and personal. Yeah. Alright guys, Mega Construx Heroes Series 4. Let's take a look, and let's go ahead and start with the T-800. So, for those of you not familiar, this T-800 figure, I believe, is the same exact one we get with the recently released and pretty much immediately clearanced Terminator Genesis sets from Mega Construx, which I don't know if they ever actually hit mass retail other than discount stores. So I'm really not sure about that. You guys will have to let me know. I know they were available on Amazon. I know they still are available on Amazon, but for the most part, I don't think anybody ever knew they existed. So, T-800 figure, it's actually a really cool figure. It's a shame that the movie was such a garbage fire, and that kind of led to the sets not really ever being in demand. But anyway, you do get a pretty cool weapon here. You can see, very nice new molded weapon. I don't know if it's a new molded weapon. I don't have any sets with this weapon in it, so it's new to me. You get some nice articulation with this figure as well. Head is on a ball joint. Let's see if we can get a nice close-up. There you go. Head is on a ball joint here. You've got a ball-jointed upper torso, which is pretty sweet. Shoulders, what you'd expect. Now, the problem with the T-800 figure is that they have these mechanical forearms, which unfortunately do not bend at the elbow. They do swivel at the elbow. You can see that, but there is no bend. The bend is molded in, but it is not real. So it's always kind of at this sort of halfway point on the arm. Legs bend fine in our normal ball-jointed legs, but yeah, so that is the T-800. It also comes with this skull accessory, which is kind of weird because it's like way bigger than the actual head of the figure. So it's like it just comes with this giant skull for no reason. It's like it comes with Crystal Skull vodka, and it's a lot of it. This T-800 is gonna drink its sorrows away for just ending up on TJ Maxx shelves right from the get-go. But you can, of course, army build this figure if you find this wave in your local stores, and get yourselves an army of T-800 robots that way. And let's just show them off really quickly with the T-800 Guardian from Series 3. You can see the T-800 Guardian also has this arm that does not bend. It's the same mold there. But yeah, overall, really neat figure. Even if it is a remold reuse, it's nice that they're getting some good use out of this figure, and plus it makes it a lot easier for people to buy multiples of this figure should they want that T800 army. So there you go. Moving right along, let's check out Hellboy. Now this is the comic version of Hellboy. He's got his Hellboy Hellfist. I'm sure you guys know all about the mythos behind this character. I pretty much only know the movies. I apologize. So he's got his big old giant demon fist or whatever it is. Head is on a ball joint, of course. He do have a tail. It is also on a ball joint. You can waggle that around or spin it however you want, whatever makes you happy. And yeah, really cool looking figure. Let's see if we can get a better close-up on that head sculpt. There we go. He does have his little hairstyle there, sawed-off horns, and he comes with his gun, which is not a giant gun. It's just a regular revolver that you've seen in many a Mega Construx set before. But overall, pretty cool. He's got a little red dot printed on his belt, which is fine, I guess. And you can see the holster just underneath his arm there. But it's really nice that they molded that one big beefy hand because it's cool and it fits character, and it's nice when when they add new molds like this. So just Hellboy is a cool character to have. It's nice that they have the license. So very neat addition. Next up is Ezio, and again, this is just going to be a bunch of parts that they reused because they had the molds, and that is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Ezio is a character that I don't know if he ever actually made it into their Assassin's Creed sets. I don't remember which Assassins actually came with the sets, because it has been a couple of years. But anyway, you do get Ezio here. He's got a nice hood. You can sneak over his head, or actually it's really difficult to get it off of their heads, to be honest. So you can see his head without the hood, and then the hood itself, a little plug in there. It's easier to get it back on. There you go. And he's got all these cool accessories going on. His little pirate sash. Sorry. And the rubbery coattails. He's got his blades. I don't remember what they're called. Sorry. And he also comes with a sword, which is neat. He comes with a lot of accessories, which is cool. And I mean, it makes sense because it is a reused figure, and since they have a couple of reused figures in this line, it does make it easier to make new molds, I'm sure, and add extra accessories to kind of make it more worth your while. But it's all very nice. It's printed. You can see underneath that there are little red lines printed on all of these parts to better represent Ezio's outfit from the games. And yeah, overall, it's pretty cool. It's nice to have another assassin to add to your ranks. Then we have Kratos from God of War. I'm not going to do the voice because my voice doesn't go that deep. But you guys can, kind of suss it out for yourselves. Imagine what that would sound like. Actually, it might sound more like my voice since he is really small here. He's like, 2 inches tall, so maybe he'd be like, boy, come here, boy. Yeah, so he's also got his crazy demon sash, which is pretty cool looking. Nice new mold there. See all the accessories. He's got his little butt flap thing going on there. His little hip pack. Very nice. His axe, nicely printed on both sides. Looks like he's got a little math equation going on there. That's neat. Yeah, and of course the printing of his, I don't know, are these tattoos? Are they just his skin? Like, what's going on with that? I'm not really entirely sure. but he does have the hole in the top of his head, so you can add accessories if that's really your thing. This one, there we go. But other than that, I think it's a pretty nice sculpt all around. He does look definitely more beefy than your average like Mega Construx guy, but unfortunately, like, all these dudes are pretty beefy, so it's hard to compare that way. But he does have some thick biceps, and he swivels, and he kills monsters and stuff like that. So very, very cool. There's Kratos from God of War. Next up, we have Man-at-Arms from Masters of the Universe. Another beefy dude. And this guy's just cool. He's got tons of armor and stuff on. He's got his weird club, mace, doom, head smasher thing. And then he's got this little laser gun thing. And I'm sure you Master of the Universe fans like know exactly what all of these things are. I'm sorry, I don't remember. You know, it's been about 30 years since I've really messed around in the Masters of the universe, but happy to be back, even if I am a little ignorant. And there he is, looking rather like Sergeant Slaughter, but pretty cool. You can take his hat off if you want, or his helmet, rather. And he's got a crazy shaped head, but that's pretty cool. It means you can add different accessories to him and have a great time. So yeah, he's got his little breathing apparatus. He's got his huge shoulder pauldron here. Some bits and bobs on his back, so you can attach weapons, including his mace and his gun there. So just overall, really, really cool. And then we'll show him off with his fellow Masters of the Universe. His daughter Tila. Looking like a great group of folks. And I think we might be able to do this. If I take Faker's hair and this guy's helmet. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. See? See what you can do when you build beyond? Looks so silly. And then Faker can wear this, and that looks kind of natural. I mean, he's starting to look like a different character, actually, that might have existed. I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while, guys. I gotta get back in there. Gotta get back on that horse. Either way, really, really cool figure. Really, really nicely done. I like him very much. Come on, Faker. I don't have time for you. Okay. And last, but certainly not least, we have Evil Lyn, who is another repaint, sort of. The body is the same as Tila's. You can see they reused the body for Evil Lyn. And the accessories are similar, for sure, but it's a completely new head sculpt. There we go. You get a decent look. They did the pinhole eyes, which for whatever reason, probably because of how light her skin is, don't really work that well. So I may actually go in there with like a marker or something and just highlight those eyes a little bit more, because it's very hard to make out. She does have this nice little jewel up here. It's actually it's like a ball joint post, but like printed on, which is pretty cool. Yeah, she's got little shoulder spikes and things like that. And just all around a pretty neat figure. And again, we'll show her off with her fellow evildoers, Skeletor, Evil Lyn, and Faker. I have Beastman, but he's a little out of reach at the moment, so you'll have to just use your imagination and pretend Beastman is in there. But yeah, overall, really, really nice wave. It's okay that they added some reused figures in there, because honestly, they had to sort of recoup the money so they could put more into adding new molds like Hellboy's arm, Man-at-Arms, everything, and Kratos, everything as well. So it really does not bother me one bit. It's a really solid lineup. and I like it a lot for the most part. I don't think there's really any super weak characters in here. If there were two weak ones, I'd say probably the T-800 and Ezio, obviously, would be the weakest. And yeah, even that, I mean, it's not that bad. So really, really nice showing all around. Very cool wave. Hopefully you guys can find these in stores showing up pretty soon, so just keep an eye out. In the meantime, that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching, as always. If you enjoyed the review, please leave a like. It really does help me out. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll have more Mega Construx coming real soon, so stick around for that. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.